One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Burgess Snowfield at Amherst Stadium, home to the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Houston Cougars, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Houston ready to boot it deep and get this game going. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Jacksonville State's offense will have the opening possession of the game. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going. So it's got to be a team effort, because then he can really be at his best.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And this guy just stays on a roll. He's been getting to quarterbacks and making life really hard. He had 3 sacks a week ago, 1 already in this ball game. You better know where he is at on every single snap.
Looking to throw, it's Crowder. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Cougars! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
I mean, you talk about coming out as a defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick 6 on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ballgame.
And the extra point is good. And he's going to try to return this one. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Looking deep down the right side. He's got it along the sideline. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage.
He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
He'll return it. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. The Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking downfield, it's Crowder. Gets it to the back.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
There he goes. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. So Houston's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Makes the catch. It's Sanford. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. The Cougars moving quickly to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Cougars have this offense rolling.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Swings it out to the flat. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Grabbed in the backfield. It's Thomas. They'll make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Houston! Hello! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Looking downfield, it's Crowder. Grabbed in the middle, it's Gilbert. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. That chunk play has them in business, set up with a first down in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the pass. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Unleashes one deep. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Cal is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Aaron Rodgers, this has not been a blowout today in Berkeley. They're up by 11 over Clemson. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Give to the running back. Oh, what a move. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Makes the catch, it's Broussard. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wide receiver comes in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Broussard. He did not make it, a stone wall on 3rd down. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Fires to the big fella. Houston going up tempo. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. Fires it down the seam. Makes a grab deep. Off to the races. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Dropping back, it's Crowder. Makes the catch. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. To the air on first down. The short hands, it's Lovett. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He leaves it with his back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach, watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. And that's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to find a way to start running it. So if you can't do it with your running backs, you got to think about QB runs, jet sweeps. You got to find ways to have balance and be able to get it done on the ground.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. On the run, fires downfield. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Wegman. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Hold.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Oh, he's got a chance. Turning it on. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that's good enough for a first down.
The Cougars come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking for a gap. It's Sanford.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Fires left. Pulls it in. It's Broussard. Touchdown, Cougars. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Quick completion on the out route. Still on his feet at the 25. It's a seam wide open. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. Shoots his way for more. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll send the tight end in motion. He'll keep it himself. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. They move to the 16. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. It's complete to the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's got it on the run. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Back to throw, it's Crowder. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here. At the very end of the first half, when you got to have it, execution has got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Yeah, and linebackers have to do a really good job of playing the run, but you can see sitting back in cover 2, understanding I got to get my zone, get my eyes on the QB, break on the football. Nice play by that linebacker. Nice pick.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. That'll trim the deficit to 15. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Jacksonville for an entertaining first half than you?
And the Gamecocks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dire. that they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect...
Breaks into the open. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there. This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
That's caught. It's Broussard. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22. And now on second down for this offense. To the air, it's Wegman using the quick game. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Houston wants to play fast.
At the 13-yard line. And first down for the offense.
He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. He's got it. Touchdown, Houston. And the pummeling has started.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. To the ground with the back. Running to Green. There he goes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. To the air, it's Crowder. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Gamecocks will punt this one away.
Number 37 in punt formation to kick it away.
A low line drive and short kick. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Houston offense comes onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. Creates a little room. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space, and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Out of the gun, the inside give. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Now the toss. Touchdown, Houston. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
I think it's easy to say, run the option, run the option. Well, you got to be able to see it quickly and make quick decisions. Nice job by the QB, getting the ball to his playmaker. He catches it. He can do the rest. Takes it to the house for 6.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Holds and fires complete to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Gamecocks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To throw, it's Crowder. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The give on the inside. Nowhere to go on that run, and that brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Houston is moving it quickly down the field.
Let's go!
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Motion from the wideout. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. Touchdown, Cougars! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Number 0.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Here comes the heat. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to...
Got enough space. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
He'll bring it out. It's Tompkins. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on O. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Oh, he's got some space. The 50. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous part. A late touchdown.
Hey, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Houston offense once again. That's caught. It's Jenkins. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. At the 35, he's open. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
And I feel sorry for this defense. Like, they're having to defend the entire field. QB's already shown he can beat you with his arm. Now, with his legs and his decision-making, getting the ball to the pitch man, he's shown a variety. In this defense, they're having to defend the whole entire field.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And I know you can play these late-game situations different.
Going for it all. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Back to pass, it's Wegman. Fires to the big fella. Still running at the 40. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding. Offense.
That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Lining up to convert 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He caught it!
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the...
Beck's going for the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
He'll bring it out. It's Tompkins. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand.
Turning it on! And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the 4th quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And, man, is that a just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long. Early or late, up front. Moving forward, this
good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Barring complete catastrophe, David, this offense ought to be able to salt away this game.
Yeah, and unless you're playing in a different league, this one's over. Like, there is no...
What a job to lay out and make the catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Wegman. Dances away. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
You remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground, did it?
It did not. 2 incomplete passes caught out of bounds. Down to the 26-yard line and a 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it on the move. He's forced out of bounds just short of the goal line, a mere yard away from pay dirt. After this, it'll be a wrap. The snap sets up to throw. Under fire. He'll go down, and a bit of an unusual way to bring this game to a close. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.